LL, my man, my bellow. Get on the mic because you know you eat jello and tell us about this offense. What do they got to do to win this game, man?
Well, a couple things here. I want to say this, with all of the praise and all of the recognition we was talking about yesterday. Coach Mike said, he's not afraid of it because we're ready. This is one of them games. You're getting a whole lot of recognition. It's time to stand up. You can't go out there thinking that you're good. You got to go out there and just beat the hell out of these dudes. I'm looking at their schedule. They haven't played too many teams like us. That's the thing that you don't really think that you didn't think that you're here this morning, probably. We are a physical football team on both sides of the ball. And the team, when I'm looking at the schedule, the teams that I think are kind of physical and maybe not even as physical as us, they lost to. Like they lost to Baltimore, they lost to Cincinnati, they lost twice to New England. So, they might have a little bit of an issue with, the physical on physical because they try to out physical and maybe they, get lost in the wash. So, yeah, time to stand up, get on this recognition. People might think they'll be sweet. So let's go out there and prove that we can go ahead and kick the hell out these dudes. I would like to see a run heavy game. I don't know what the weather is. I know we looked at the temperature and things like that. But again, I feel like the Jets have an advantage, especially with some of them yards and stuff, because it's kind of hard to throw it around in that stadium. I don't know. I could be wrong as hell, but they play in the same stadium as the Giants. So similar game plan. Maybe we don't have to worry about their run game as much on defense. So I don't know. Probably the same, same attacking, but won't be the same focus on the run. But I would like to see us run the ball a little bit more. Keep, maybe. Well, honestly, let's ride whatever's hot. I want to, come out and run it. But if the run ain't working and the pass is, working more, pass it until the run loosens up, things like that. Got to keep an eye on Jared Goff. Even with all the recognition and stuff, he been throwing he making some passes, but there's a couple of them. It's like you better watch your ass. It was it was one. It was to Khalif Raymond in the last game. It was a real tight when my man was right on his hip pocket. It was you like woo. But it's like you better watch your ass, Jared Goff. Don't get too. I know you're playing with high confidence, but you got a problem with throwing it to the other team.
He's zipping that thing in there.
Just keep the confidence that you got, maintain the focus that you got. Don't throw it to the other team. Turnovers, we don't need none of them. Let's turn them over. Hard physical game on offense.
Run the ball to set up the play action. Keep Goff clean in that pocket. And let them spread the ball around like you did last game. I don't think you necessarily have to take deep shots, but their secondary is vulnerable underneath. So you can catch them guys because they play a style of offense that's call it defense that what's his name doesn't travel. Sauce Gardner, right? He kind of reminds me of that Richard Sherman. He locks on one side of the field. He doesn't travel. He plays on one side of the field. So, and we have enough weapons, so we have enough weapons. So Sauce Gardner can't cover everybody. You think about it. We have a lot of weapons in the pass game. So, and we have some good short to intermediate route runners. So we can take advantage of that in the play action. But run the ball, first of all. And keep your foot on the gas. Keep doing what you're doing. Just keep pressuring the game. Once you see something start working, just keep going. Keep your foot on the gas. Don't let your foot out their neck all game. You're going to run them out the stadium. Run them out their own stadium. And last but not least, we talked about this. You talked about this, LL, about not being afraid. You know who you are. Prove it to them.
Okay. I like it, Coach Jones. You know what? This is a big boy football game right here. So I really think that Jamal Williams, this sounds like a 100-yard, 2-touchdown game for Jamal Williams. I think he needs to be featured more in the run game than he has been the last 2 weeks. I think we even need to go with 6 offensive linemen, 2 tight ends, 1 receiver split out. We just need the bully ball. Like we did last year in Pittsburgh. Remember how we did last year in Pittsburgh?
Mm-hmm.
We need to run a similar game plan like that and to get him going. I know we all got like kind of taken by the offensive weapons and the receivers on the outside. And you know what? That might come a time in the game where that needs to be used, but we need to set the tone right now. Like we need to set the tone right now. Somebody should be leaving out that first drive on the New York Jets with a bloody lip bloody nose, something. Somebody need to lead the game with something because it need to be some banging around there. We got that O-line, just somebody got that deal. We need to be banging. We need to knock immediately.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Hey, to hear what we had to say, myself and Coach Jones, tune into the full version of today's Lunchtime Detroit Lions Talk, brought to you by Detroit Lions on the Prowl, your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors.